was a California August in '82 when my mother gave birth to the Spam Tech crew. 13 years later had me looking at Linux. Programming made me stronger like Papa the Spinach. Now, people know that a DG carry weapons, but if that weapon is a nest, you step in. We finish Contra with only one life. Finish Metal Gear 2 using only a knife. Right, people might think that we're frontin', then they see all the news online that I'm putting. My rhymes flow just like my code, even though my source is owned by SCO. What about my Indian? I keep it low. See me on Gunbound, call me pro. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. No. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I said my heart's wide open, goatsy, and my windows min like Ho Chi. I'm just another nerd, but I rap about it. Shit talk on the net, then I laugh about it. I've been caught slipping like the Star Wars kid when I'm on eBay sniping a bid. Catch me on a webcam like Numa Numa. See me at the club and I'm rocking Puma. Another net legend if you see me yodel. Spit a little something that's anecdotal. Tell me about the time the E-Bombs world stole your chop like I stole your girl. Catch me on Gen May, not something awful. Low tax would ban me, raffle. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spams. Yeah. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spams. Yeah.
What's up, meatbags? It's the off-imitated, never duplicated Tony TGD, making a live stream. I was going to make a video, but then I said, you know, it's just not, I couldn't get it done. I was sitting there, I was trying to make this video, and then I got this inner Bill O'Reilly, and I was just like,
we'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
We're going to fucking do it live. That's what we're here for. What's up, everybody? I see Justy View, Sweet Tender, Potion, J Cuts, probably some other people lurking. I got some lurkers. There's 13 people watching, about 5 of you chatting, which means some of you are lurking. Probably wondering, what the hell am I talking about? Why am I... do it live. That's right, 1 inch biceps. Do it live. So, I'm going to put the link in the chat. That way, individuals who I am talking about, not anybody, not Sweet and Tender, not Justy Views, not just random people, but the people that I am discussing, should they feel obligated to want to get on stream and defend themselves or say something on their behalf, I'm always open to that, right? You know, I'm always fair. I'm always allowing people to speak, right? So there it is. Let me go to the live stream so I can pin it, and then we'll get this show on the road. Hopefully y'all having a good day. Here in not so sunny Chicago, it rained really hard. It was like a bad storm. It blew over and then it came back. So that's partially why I didn't do a video, because it was raining really bad, and I was afraid I was going to get interrupted by lightning and thunder, and maybe the stuff would go out. But I figured if we did it live, you could at least see me struggling, right? All right, so there it is. It is pinned. One Up community in disarray. Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. So, as you can see by the thumbnail of the video, we're going to be discussing Rexer and why you shouldn't be that guy. Don't be that guy, right? It's funny because I did telegraph this, right? I put it out there. I said, hey, I'm going to do this video. I said, I'm going to go eat. Then I'll be making a video I didn't want to make. But this is what happens when you poke the bear one too many times. What you guys might not be aware of is Rexer has been emailing me or DMing me. He's been DMing me on Twitter about Your Average Gamer since at least November of last year. It seems like every few weeks or a few months, he's got more evidence. He's buying subs. UAG's buying subs. UAG's buying subs. Like, dude, I don't give a shit, right? Obviously, back in November, when you first brought it to my attention, I didn't give a shit, and I didn't make a video on it. So I don't know why you thought you would just continuously tell me about UAG buying subs with no evidence, right? No evidence. His evidence being, well, UAG got some videos. He got some views, and then the views went up, and then the views went down. Yes, Rexer has a major axe to grind with Arcade 1-Up and UAG, and John D personally, right? It's clouding his judgment, making him biased. Right? He has lost his objectivity, right? If you're going to cover something like this Arcade 1-Up, the scandals, the arcade cabinets, the advertising, things being not the way they're supposed to be. You got to be objective about it, right? You got to remain objective. Don't let your bias show. And he definitely lets his bias show in everything that he does. Everything, right? Even when John D, and I seen the video from way back when John D was a little rude to him on Twitter, right? And he took that to like a whole new level. Like John D was just like, hey, how'd you get those seats? Handicap section? Implying that Rexer was sitting in the handicap section, right? And then Rexer turned this into like, John D's called me lesser because I'm handicapped. And he said handicapped people are lesser than, like, he didn't say any of that shit. Like Rexer invented a narrative about how bad John D was, right? Was it rude? Hell yeah, John D was rude to him. Was it ignorant? Probably. But it wasn't as bad as Rexer tried to make it out to be, right? Rexer tried to turn this into a huge thing. And again, with this situation, Rexer tried to turn it into like, he's trying to put it on the lap of Arcade 1-Up and John D, and like it's their fault that UAG is a scumbag, and it's their fault that UAG rigged the fucking contest. It's really not. And I talked about this on Saturday, and that's partially why we're here, right? Because if you missed the Saturday stream, if you didn't see what was going on, I talked about it on Saturday. When I was on vacation, Rexer, he DM'd me. He said, hey, I'm going to make a live stream. I have a live stream, and you're going to want to watch this. It's big news. You're going to want to watch this. I said, okay. So, I'll try to catch it. I'm in the airport right now, and, I'm waiting on a plane, right? I don't know if I'm going to catch this live stream. But he didn't really tell me what it was about. He said, you just got to watch it. So eventually I did watch it, and UAG, it was the whole UAG's confession via Snapchat. I said, okay, it's pretty bad. I'll look into it. I'll see what's going on. But that wasn't good enough, right? That wasn't good enough for Rexer. It was like, why aren't you making a video on this? Why aren't you making a video? I'm like, dude, I literally just got back from vacation, right? I have other obligations to do, right? I have people send me review copies of games that I had to get done. I had to play these games. My plane was delayed 3 times, so I came in real late. I had, like I said, I got family obligations, I got work obligations, I got other things on YouTube that I had scheduled to do. And like I tried to tell Rexer, I said, just because UAG does something dumb doesn't mean that I need to cover it, right? Like, I'm not just going to drop everything that I'm doing. I'm not going to turn my life around because UAG did a dumb, okay? But that wasn't good enough, right? Now Rexers wants to claim that I'm UAG's friend. I'm OTG's friend. Jay Cuts says, did you go to Philly for vacation? By the way, I didn't take too kindly to your Philly bashing. I did. I was there for too many games. It was rainy. It was supposed to be warm when I went there. Like the schedule, like, oh, it's going to be 80 degrees all weekend. I was like, yeah, it's great. Got there. First day it rained, and the second day it rained, and it was humid. Then when I traveled by bus to my hotel, I had to go through a crack den. So it was a little bad. It was a little bad. Tony has street tacos he has to buy 3 for $5. Yeah, exactly. Tony, you should have kept Gary and Bob around so you didn't have to do the bad takes yourself. I got to do all the heavy lifting around here. It happens. You did miss your chance. A lot of people missed their chance. There was probably people there that I didn't know who they were. They didn't know who I was, and we probably were like ships passing in the night at too many games. What John D said was definitely, it wasn't. It really wasn't. I seen someone say that Rexer's wife is handicapped, and it's probably why he took it personal, but he literally just asked handicap section. He didn't say, how did you get those seats? You don't deserve them. How did you get the seats? You suck. You're a terrible person. He just said, how did you get those seats? Handicap section. Question mark. How did you get those seats? Question mark. Handicap section. Question mark. Again, was it rude? Yes, 100% was rude. But it did not in any way demean handicapped people. He didn't say, hey, you're less than me because you're handicapped. Or the only way you could have gotten those seats is because you're handicapped and I'm better than you. I don't need to be handicapped to get seats like that. He didn't say any of that shit, right? I love crack dens. They have the best crack. Yeah, well, there's that. It very well could have been the handicap section, honestly. It could have been, right? I don't know. But like I said, it wasn't nice. I'm not saying what John D said was nice, but I'm saying Rexer took it to the next level. John D is handicapped. He's addicted to VA. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Vaping. Oh, vaping. There you go. Fucking Carlo. No tacos that cheap unless it's vapor. No, I get. You gotta get that Latino discount. Oh, you don't get it, Genobi, but you gotta get that Latino discount. This is a really tough time in the home arcade community. So much infighting. The bigger problem is there's no new quality products to get people excited about new stuff. It's probably is. Rexer was being a Karen with a harmless joke. He really was. Autism prevents you from reading between the lines. But unlike John D, I don't see us less for it. Well, thank you, Mitty, for giving me that. So, back on topic. Hide your girl, hide your wife. It's UAG. Yeah. So, like I said, since November of last year up until today, Rexer has been DMing me on Twitter about covering UAG buying subs. And his insistence is that I don't cover it because UAG's my boy, OTG's my boy, Console Fanboy's my boy. They're not my boys, right? I don't understand this. I don't hang around in any of their live streams. They don't hang around in any of my live streams. They're not on any of my videos. They're not hanging around with me. I think Console Fanboy jumped on a live stream once or twice. We watched one of his goofy videos and we had a little fun with him about some other stuff. But that's really it, right? But like, there's this insistence, and I'm not the kind of guy. I'm not going to show DMs, right? I'm not that kind of guy. Like if Rexer wants to get to that level where we show DMs, that will be him. But I'm not that person. I'm not going to do that. I'll talk about them, but I'm not going to show them, right? So you kind of have to trust me on this one. Console Fanboy thinks you guys are... I have no problem with him. That's the thing, right? I have no problem with Console Fanboy. we are not enemies. We're not friends. I have no problem with 56K warning or Justy Views or Genovi, right? Like, I'm not necessarily friends with everybody I don't have a problem with. Until somebody attacks me, I don't have a problem, right? Buying subs kills the channel, just ask Eric. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think one time I covered Papa Brad, and it wasn't even a video, right? So we're going to go to my channel, because this is where the whole like discrepancy and the whole argument with Rexer came in, right? Let me see. Go to my channel. This is my channel right here. If you type in Papa Brad in the little search section of my channel, right? You go to the little search icon, you type in Papa Brad. One video about Papa Brad specifically, and that's the iArcade serial plagiarizer discussing Papa Brad plagiarizing Wikipedia for his quote-unquote reviews of video games on iArcade. I then reacted to a Rainwater Games video. That was a live stream we did, and that was it. Look at that. This is a Friday Night Fight Club, has nothing to do with Papa Brad, and this is a bonus level entertainment. Nothing to do, again, with Papa Brad. One video specifically about Papa Brad, and has nothing to do with buying subs at all. Nothing. Now, you might say, well, maybe I didn't put Papa Brad in the title, right? So, hold on. So let's go ahead and let's take a look. Where the hell is it? There it is. Now, if we put buying subs into my search bar again, the first video that pops up is Zodwriter was accused of buying subs. Is it true? I made a video on Zodwriter possibly buying subs. We got a video from Hammock Man in his Jeep. That's me 3 days ago, the stream, Times Are Changing, where I talked about the UAG situation, the recent one. Amico documentary video, Batman Arkham Asylum, and another Amico and Retro Bro video reaction. So again, this narrative that I'm making videos on Papa Brad, that I'm talking about Papa Brad fucking buying subs. Oh no, I think it was Rainwater. Do all you guys buy subs? I think they all do. Papa Brad, the YouTube sub buyer, possibly. But what I'm saying is, the narrative that Rexer has in his brain is that I somehow am covering Papa Brad extensively, making all these Papa Brad videos, and that I'm not covering your average gamer, right? That I'm covering Papa Brad, but not UAG. So we're going to go one more time to my video section here. Let's see. So let's share my screen one more time. If you type in the search bar, again, in the little search section of my video page, Your Average Gamer, the first video that comes up is Kongs R Us and Your Average Gamer violate FTC regulations live on stream. I literally 9 months ago made a 15-minute almost video on Your Average Gamer violating FTC regulations along with Kongs R Us, right? So the idea that Rexer is putting out there, that I don't cover UAG, that he's my boy, that I'm covering for him. Easy Market says, well, the UAG thing was bigger than the Papa Brad thing, so that's why we expected you to cover it. And you expected me to cover what? The buying subs or the recent UAG thing? Because again, I think you guys need to watch videos. That's the problem with this community. At the very least, when it came to Amico, right? When it came to Amico, if I put the fucking Amico, the Intellivision Amico and television, just Amico in a goddamn video or live stream, every single Amico community member would watch that video. They would watch the fucking video, right? I put Arcade 1-Up. Nobody watched it. Nobody was there, right? So, again, let me share my screen. This is Gabbing with Geeks, times are a-changing. This was 3 days ago. Literally, this Saturday, we're talking about the UAG scandal. Literally, for like 30 minutes. It's like an hour live stream, and I'm pretty sure like 30 minutes of that live stream was covering fucking UAG, saying that he was a scumbag, saying that what he did to Sosa's wife was bad, irredeemable. I even hinted that there was probably something going on between Sosa and the wife to lead UAG to be able to get into there. We talked a little bit about the apology, because the apology had just happened like right before we went live, and I said that I didn't believe him. It seemed disingenuous, and there was a lot of deflection in that apology. And I went back because I saw a comment on Rexer's video. I saw a comment, and I went back, and if you watch the apology video from UAG, 100% he is using some sort of app on his eyes, whether it's to make it look like he's not reading a script, whether it's because he can't focus, his eyes are all over the place, but he's definitely using an app to make his eyes look forward. Right? So 100%, I covered it. Right? So I have no idea why I am getting DMs today talking about, hey, Tony, why didn't you cover this? Right? Why didn't you cover this? And this is what he told me on the 28th of June. Right? He goes, yeah, probably in your best interest not to dish your friends on stream. And again, I showed that months ago, I made a video saying that UAG literally violated FTC violation guidelines, right? I get it. There's a small channel that maybe bought subs that you can do a story on that much more important to get out there. That's Rexer telling me that apparently I am friends with UAG, right? And so let me show you. This is not the DM, but this is the proof, quote unquote, that he sent me. And so this is the proof that UAG bought subs. Right? So you want me to talk about UAG buying subs, Rexer? Let's talk about it right now. So this is the tweet. So he sent me this. He goes, if you look, 7 hours ago, he took this screenshot 7 hours after UAG's video, because he follows UAG's videos and like screenshots them at various times. But he says, look, at 7 hours after it went up, it had 1,300-ish views, right? Okay. And then he sent me this second screenshot. It says, okay. The second screenshot, same video, 1 day ago, it's only got 540 views. He said, this is proof that UAG is buying views. What's up, Saggy? So this is proof that UAG is buying views. No, it's not. No, it's not. UAG probably is buying views. Probably. I'm like 99% sure that UAG is buying views. But this is not proof. First off, screenshots suck. Okay? Screenshots can be manipulated. Screenshots can be faked. Right? I don't know if these are real. I know that Rexer doesn't like UAG. And I know he's really desperate to prove that UAG is buying subs. So I have to be cautious, right? I have to be cautious when someone sends me evidence against somebody that they don't like, right? If Console Fanboy sends me evidence against Papa Brad, I have to look at that with a skepticism, right? If Papa Brad sent me something about Console Fanboy, I would look at it with skepticism because they don't like each other. Rexer does not like UAG. So when he sends me something like this, I have to look at it with skepticism because that's what someone with journalistic integrity does, right? I don't know how many times I have to tell people, use fucking archive.org. If you archive a fucking video, then that cannot be disputed, right? I personally saw 500 views earlier today. Yeah, well, currently it's 1,500 views right now. Again, what you need to do is you need to make an archive of the video. If you archive the video, then when anyone can go to that video archive and look, okay, look at 10 o'clock, 100 views. At 2 o'clock, 10,000 views. At 3 o'clock, 500 views, right? There will be no discrepancy. Everybody will have the same evidence. That's why you use an archive. It preserves evidence, and it allows for no discrepancy. It allows for no one making claims of chicanery, right? I can't dispute an archive. I can dispute a screenshot, right? UAG can say, well, that screenshot's wrong. The screenshot's lying. It's a fake screenshot, right? But you can't dispute an archive. And I don't understand why I have to keep telling these people, right? If you want evidence, you have to get actual evidence. We've been through this. And I don't know how many times he sent me screenshots and I go, dude, that's not evidence, right? And again, I'm going to make it very clear. So everybody understands. I do not believe that UAG got his views and subs legitimately. 100%. But I cannot prove it. It is not about what you believe. It is about what you can prove. Okay? So remember that. Step says, who cares if UAG bought views? Who cares if Brad bought views? Doesn't affect my life either way. Well, it affects people in a lot of ways. Well, here's the issue, right? When it comes to people getting attention, people getting, promotions, sponsorships, like if they go into the Arcade 1-Up community and they go, hey, how did you, we're gonna sponsor somebody. If they pick somebody to sponsor, they're gonna pick somebody who has good subs. Somebody popped in, but unless it's Rexer or UAG, those are the people. That's what the link's for. I'm sorry if there's any confusion. If you're coming in late, I put the link for the people I'm talking about in order to give them an opportunity to defend themselves should they need one. Right. And I'll get to that super chat. But again, if they go in there looking for someone to sponsor and UAG's faking views and subs, he's going to get a sponsorship that maybe should go to Steps. Maybe it should go to Console Fanboy, right? Because they have legitimate views. That's the problem. That's the issue. Console Fanboy says, huge fan of yours, Tony. Thanks for doing that piece on Brad Reed buying subs. It was a job well done. Well, thanks for paying me $5 now, and you really, now it really looks like that I'm working for you, right? Well, thank you, Constant Family. Yeah, buying subs is nothing compared to lying to the whole community and betraying your friend. It isn't, right? I can go back up as UAG. No. We need the real UAG. He's buying your compliance. He's not buying my compliance. I can't be bought. I am not someone who can be bought. You can give me as much money as you want, and if you do something that requires me to cover, I will cover it 100%. So that's the way it works. But yeah, to get to Easy Market, yeah. Like I said, I covered it, right? I covered it. And if you missed it, I'll go over it again, right? Because apparently a lot of you guys missed that I did cover UAG. Again, what he did was a scumbag move. 100%, I believe he rigged it. My issue with Rexer, the way Rexer covered it, was A, he didn't give it the seriousness, right? The thumbnail really put me off compared to what it was actually about. B, Rexer's really intent on putting it on Arcade 1-Up and John D. And who do you have? Jason Wong was in the thumbnail, right? They really have nothing to do with this. 100% because of the way Rexer covered it, Arcade 1-Up can turn around and go, well, we sponsored UAG, or we had UAG running this, giveaway. He went rogue and he rigged it, and it's not us, right? Completely not our fault, right? UAG went rogue. That's why I told Rexer, I said, after I saw his video, I said, you should have waited. You should have tried to get 1UP, Arcade 1UP, John D, somebody to go on record and saying that they were okay with the results, they were okay with the way that was run, they were okay with what happened, the aftermath, everything, right? Get them on record saying that. Then you can blame them for the fucking rigging of the console giveaway, right? But if you just go out and say, oh, look, he rigged it, and now 1UP has the opportunity to be like, well, we got nothing to do with it, right? We got nothing to do with it. So that's the problem. That was my problem with the way he covered it. I still don't know where people buy subs. It's literally just Google. Just go on Google, Saggy. Just Google, I want to buy subs. I need subs on YouTube. And fucking websites will pop up left and right. There's like a whole fucking industry, a whole cottage industry of buying subs and views. Biggie D's right. See, this is the other thing, right? It says one thing to mention is that nothing stops someone from buying views or subs for someone else, so it's not 100% the creator at all times. That's why I said what you presented to me, and I tried to like really beat this into Rexer's head. That's not evidence of UAG buying subs. It could have been one of his fans. It could have been one of his co-hosts. It could have been Arcade 1UP, right? Arcade 1UP said, hey, we're getting behind this guy, so we're going to buy him subs and views. Who knows? What you presented was an anomaly, that something was up, but we can't pinpoint what it was. That was the problem, right? We can't pinpoint exactly what it was. Saggy, you get them from the dark web. Scary. Yeah. Tony, would Rexer donate his latest live stream to Sosa since it was a piece on his wife? I don't know. I don't know if he donated the other one. He didn't say he was going to donate every live stream covering Sosa, right? I'm not going to tell another creator how to handle their shit. But again, we have to trust him, right? And that brings me to my other point. Now, you'll remember way back when, in the history of YouTube, I did a stream in which Moat, Mike of All Trades, and Mike B, the Game Genie, and they were on stream. We had Rexer on stream. We had all kind of yelling and screaming. And Rexer was accusing Mike B of not donating money. He said he was holding some sort of stream where he said he was going to donate the money, and they got into a fight, and Mike B was taunting Rexer, and Rexer was poking at Mike B, and Rexer was under the belief that Mike B didn't donate the money, right? And then Mike B said, Tony, I will show you the receipts. I will show you proof that I donated the money. And I said, okay, Mike. He said, for your eyes only. Okay? So he showed me it, and Rexer obviously DM'd me, said, hey, so did Mike show you the thing? I said, yeah, Mike showed me the receipts. Rexer didn't believe me. Rexer demanded that I show him the receipts. I said, Rexer, I can't show you the receipts. I can't. Mike showed me the receipts. They were for me only. I told Mike it was for my eyes only. You're going to have to believe me or don't, right? And Rexer was insistent that I was lying, or that Mike was lying, or that the receipts were fake, or that they didn't exist. He was very insistent that he needed to see the receipts in order to verify that I was telling the truth. Only for months later, for him to say, hey, Mike showed me the receipts, and you were right. You were correct. I shouldn't have doubted you, because you actually were telling the truth. But again, that's the kind of person Rexer is. When he gets upset at somebody, when he's mad, he will not take anything less than what he wants. If he wants to see those receipts, that's all he's going to... Nothing less. Nothing less. And that's the problem. That's his issue, his bias. Rexer wasn't sincere. He did it for the views. Probably. Everybody does it for the views. Let's face it. You're making videos for views. You're making live streams for views. Buying views makes more sense than buying subs. Nah, not really. Depends on what you're trying to get, what your goal is. If you're trying to get a sponsorship, they want to see subs and views. You get paid per views. This is true, but you don't get sponsorships by views. If you have low sub count, you don't get a sponsorship. But if you can go to, say, Magic Spoon and say, look, I got 10,000 subs, Magic Spoon, sponsor me, and they might fall for it. So it's not always about getting paid from YouTube. Sometimes it's about getting paid from outside sources. That's the problem. Man, Rexer knew this info for months. Did he? This was just calculated? It's possible. Possible. Won the battle, lost the war. That's what I'm saying. Thanks, Jay Cuts. I'm behind on chat because I just went on a fucking tirade. But yeah, like, Rexer does not see the forest for the trees. He gets something and he wants to jump on it. And he wants to cause chaos and as much friction and fucking fire and brimstone as he can in the moment without thinking it through. He could have, with this information, he could have definitely made them sweat, made UAG or Arcade 1-Up make statements denouncing or agreeing with the giveaway. Remember, he knew the answer. Rexer had the proof. And if you watch anything, if you watch my channel, if you go back to my old videos, I would always say things. I would say things in order to get other people to say something, right? I would say, well, I think Tommy Tellerico did X, Y, or Z. Or I think the Intellivision is going to do X, Y, or Z, right? And that would trigger Tommy to say something. Tommy would say, no, Tony's lying. This is what really happened. Then I would go, boom, here's the proof. I already knew the answer. I knew the answer to the question I asked. I just wanted you to say something in order to get you on record so I can go, you're a liar. You've been proven wrong. And that's where Rexer fails. This community was fun when Rev was here. Then UAG and OTG conspired against him. They used Console Fanboy to try to get Rev canceled. I don't know who Rev is. That's the other thing. I am not a Arcade 1-Up community member. I don't get involved in this. You don't see me on any of your live streams or in your communities. I'm not replying to videos. So it's really funny, like again, for him to like try to say that I am a fan of UAG or I'm a friend of UAG and all these people. It's really weird. Really weird. Isn't buying subs against terms of service? Yes, it is. Hey, yes, it is. Lots of things are against terms of service. Lots of things, but they get swept under the rug. YouTube turns a blind eye. Sosa putting his family on blast for Rex. Yeah. Well, the other thing that makes no sense, and so UAG said, hey, Sosa was verbally and mentally and emotionally abusing his wife, right? That's what UAG claims. It's part of his deflection and his apology. Well, here's the thing. UAG was on stream with Sosa. UAG supposedly knew this information for months and said nothing. Again, these are people that want us to believe what the information they're giving us, but it's very convenient at the times when they're giving us the information, right? Instead of giving us the information and allowing us to process it, no, you're waiting until like, oh shit, now I'm in trouble. But you know what? Sosa's a bad guy. Well, if you knew Sosa was a bad guy, why didn't you expose him, right? UAG says something about there being a pedophile or something in the community, and that's why he hid the names. Well, why are you not naming this person? If you know who he is, you should fucking put him on blast. Why are you protecting this guy? This makes no sense. None of the apology made any goddamn sense. So, that's my take. They were jealous of Akuma Rev and all the moment. Again, I don't know who any of these people are. No idea. Kev Gretsch should go on panel. He should. I mean, someone should. Tony, there was a rumor a while back in television purchase there's shill subs. Was it ever verified? It was never verified. But when confronted with buying subs, that's when OEB Pete decided to pack shop and go away. So, you know. Rexer's paranoid as hell. He is. What am I missing? Before I DM Rexer, did you DM that you were live? I put on a public tweet that I was going live instead of making a video. So there's that. He did reply. We'll go over the reply real quick because it is kind of funny. So there we go. Well, let's cover that. Let's cover that aspect. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Albert. So like I said, here's my tweet, my initial tweet. I am going to eat. Then I will be making a video I didn't want to make, but this is what happens when you poke the bear. I tagged Rexer, Mike B, Mike Wall Trades, Console Fanboy, Arcade 1Up, Zod Rider, 19K Fox, John D, Travis, MCP, and Kongs RS. I tagged everybody I could think of. And this is me right here going to do a live stream instead of a video. So everybody who is tagged in this gets this reply. We get this lovely reply from Original Seed, Potion Sword Run. He's eating popcorn. We don't like you. We want you to leave. Get out of here, Potion. No, I love you. I love you, Potion. You're a good guy. So this Rexer, true colors shine through. We all thought you were noble and cared about truth and would do a video on the rigging of the contest. But nope. Why? Because who are your friends? Ha 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 ha. Nobody cares. You made, I think it means you're mad. Because in our conversation, I pointed out your hypocrisy, so be it. Calling me a hypocrite. I said, you're too dumb to realize I covered the rig contest days ago, right? He says, no, you're just irrelevant and I don't care. So this really confused me, right? Rexer says, I'm irrelevant. I'm irrelevant, right? Damn, you guys are flooding these comments. I can't keep up. I'm just going to skip ahead. Sorry, guys. I missed a whole bunch. But Rexer says I'm irrelevant. I'm irrelevant, right? But here's the thing. If I'm irrelevant, Rex, why the fuck did you DM me to cover this? Why the fuck do you care if I cover this? If I am irrelevant, if what I say doesn't matter, then why is it so important that I cover this shit, right? Think about that. Think about how stupid that sounds. Hey, you're irrelevant, but I really need you to cover this thing because people are going to listen to you. I am used to less than 10 people. You guys are... it's crazy. It's crazy. Way too many. No, I'm used to having someone on panel with me so they can talk and I can look through the chat and doing the back and forth. When I switch pages, I just lose the fucking chat. So if I'm irrelevant, why was you so insistent that I cover this? If I was irrelevant, Rexer, why did it take me coming into the 1UP community to get the Illuminati to be exposed, destroyed, and very apologetic for their actions, right? 3 years Rexer's been covering this. 3 years Rexer's been banging the drum about the Illuminati, about this and that and the other thing. But it took me all of what? A week and a half? Came in here, got people on stream, got people talking, got people admitting, and then the whole thing blew over, right? If I'm irrelevant, why the fuck was it me who reached out to Code Mystics to verify that they were not working on the online, despite Travis saying they were working on the online, right? Oh yeah, that was me again. That was me talking to Code Mystics, DMing them, or emailing them, sorry, and getting a response and then making a video showing that, hey, this is not happening, right? Yeah, that was me doing that. Not everyone has those Batman detective skills. They don't. But here, again, like, look, it's one thing to say I'm an asshole, right? Because I am a fucking asshole. But to say I'm irrelevant, and then at the same time, you're in my DMs trying to get me to fucking make videos. I don't know what's going on. I came to say hi, so now I go enjoy the stream. All right, thanks, Saggy, for popping in. Arcade 1UP, desperate for quality coverage. They are. They really are. Rex, no means no. It does. Whenever Tony comes into this community to cover 1UP drama, everyone watches. Well, thank you, Biggie. Like I said, I'm not trying to big up myself. I'm not trying to make myself bigger than I am. I'm just saying, right? Like, if you think I'm irrelevant, like I don't reach out and DM people that I think are irrelevant to cover a subject. Yet he's DM'd me so many times to cover UAG, to cover this, to give me the heads up on this. Like, dude, like fucking pick a lane, right? Either I don't matter or I do matter, right? But let's go on to the rest of the comment. Go ahead and blow fish. Hell yeah. Arcade 1-Up is a lost cause if they need Tony of all people. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Potion Sword was right, man. I just come in, I start throwing fucking sponges around. Could have been our friends, Potion. Could have been our friends. Ruin everything. Ruin everything. Says, but thank you for caring about me enough to waste your time and doing a video on me. Well, I did a stream, so. Ha ha ha. I won't be wasting my time on doing a vid on you. Not worth it. I mean, there's really nothing you could do a video on me about in this regard, right? I mean, you could cover me being an asshole. That's lots of people have done that. But really, what are you going to say? You're going to make up lies that I'm friends with UAG with no evidence? You're going to say I'm friends with OTG with no evidence, that I don't cover them despite me showing evidence that I do cover them? So it's really weird. So, again, I don't know even what angle you would take if you were going to make a video on me. Not worth it, but I'm glad I'm worth it. Makes me feel important. Thank you. I said, which one of us was in the other's DMs begging them to make a video? He says, you mean which one of us was in the DMs exposing your hypocrisy? Ha ha ha. Papa Brad bought subs. Let's do a 3-hour stream. Hey, Tony, UAG bought thousands of subs and views. When is your stream on that? Crickets, crickets. I guess when I don't jump through the hoops that Rexer wants, I'm a hypocrite. Retro Bro was in there saying, here we go. I said, let's do it. We got Console Fanboy. And then Video Games Lie. This is a weird one. Someone pretending to be Tommy Tellerico says, don't be this guy. Obviously don't be this guy. But I had another notification here. Let me see if I can get to it. So this one, oh, damn, look at that. He must have blocked me or something. But UAG replied, clapping. The man of the hour, UAG. But apparently, I don't know. Did he delete it? Let me see what happened with this tweet. Go to my notifications. No, he didn't. He didn't block me. So I guess he deleted. He deleted his tweet. Huh. Funny. I wonder why he deleted that tweet. Well, let's find out. Let's do a little investigation with my super sleuth. So let's go back, and I'm losing everybody. So you can see this tweet was deleted by the tweet author, but apparently Twitter works really weird. So if I go to my notifications, I can still see it. And I said, clap all you want. You're still a scumbag that rigged a giveaway to get you with a friend's wife. So there you go. Like right there is I am not friends with UAG. Right? And let's talk about UAG's indie upload. I didn't see it, but the views apparently have been going wild. UAG paying for pussy with arcades? Yeah, it's scummy all around. UAG needs to cool those jets. That man's still deep in the... He really is. And it's really weird, like I said. I don't know what he thought. He thought that I was here to defend him or something. I don't know. Or because he doesn't like Rexer, he thought I was on his side. It's not how it works, right? The enemy of my enemy is not my friend. Super J says, the thing that the Arcade 1-Up community doesn't think about is that anyone, no matter what side, who spends thousands of dollars on inferior cabs look like a douche. No self-awareness. Yeah, I've said this before. That's why I'm not in the Arcade 1-Up community, because I don't even like Arcade 1-Ups. I think it's a waste of money spending hundreds of dollars on a single fucking arcade cab to play a single game, and then to turn around and like, oh, you gotta fucking put new controls in it. You gotta put new buttons. Oh, you can emulate, and fuck that. I got a PS5. I don't need a damn Arcade 1-Up. Now, you think more arcade 1-up would equal less sex? Yeah. But we're not done yet. We're not done because, just a couple more things we need to cover to get this complete picture of what's going on here. Rexer put that public tweet, but he also DM'd me. He says, laughing my ass off. You're hilarious. I do a video on you, but truly nobody cares about you, and it's a waste of time. I'm glad I'm popular enough for you to spend time doing a video on. Ha ha ha. Love it. Oh, man. I always like to brag about this because I always love this. So this is a gentleman with 578,000 subscribers. This video has 75,000 views, 75,208 views, and it's about me. It's about me. So at least 75,000 people care about me. At least 75,000, right? Give or take. I'm sure some of them came for Hero High, but I mean, 75,000 listened to a video about me. So I'll take that. Gladly take that. But where did we go wrong? Where did me and Rexer go wrong? Well, let's mosey on over to Rexer's video. And all about them views and revenge, Tommy C, 19K, and now UAG. This is a classic Rexer. Classic Rexer. I was between buying an Amico 1-up and an Amico shell. I bought an Amico shell as a lark. It wasn't supposed to be that expensive. I got screwed, but it made me money. I did get some money out of it. So that's the thing, right? A lot of people don't realize this, and when I bought the shell, it was a charity auction, and the shell was valued at like $580. So everything I spent over, I got to write off as a charitable donation, and then that helped my taxes. So I ended up making a bunch of money off of it. So it was actually a benefit. I actually made money from buying the shell, despite what you might think. Basement full of arcades, you offend me, sir. I challenge you to a duel. I'm just saying, it's a waste of money. Arcade 1-ups, to me, are vanity projects, vanity items that assholes with too much money buy to show off to other assholes with too much money, right? Just buy a regular arcade cabinet. Don't buy arcade 1-ups. Don't buy iArcades. Buy a regular arcade cabinet. Or you know what? Better yet, just fucking play it on console. It's ridiculous. Tony would have folded Pat in half. I would have folded him. I would have folded him faster than Superman on Laundry Day. Crazy how this drama dropped in all shows associated with laundromats, 7-Eleven, and back alley went completely silent. Now they're trying to clean up the mess they created. Yeah, that happens. Rexer's like an e-beggar version of Darius. Possibly. So, in this video, Rexer talks about Tommy C, and Tommy C says something. So we're going to play a little bit of this video. Just a little bit. I didn't have it queued up. I should have had it queued up, but I'm a fucking boomer. I think this is, yeah, this is it right here.
Ducked out and not did this video. Listen to what he has to say.
We got to go back a couple seconds. We want to give Rexer full context, right? Full context.
I love this part because he talks about how he would have kind of ducked out if John D had given him free cabs and he was an arcade 1-up shill. He would have ducked out and not did this video. Listen to what he has to say.
So he's talking about Tommy C from Shot from the Point, saying that Tommy C in this video says that he would have gladly shilled for arcade 1-up. He would have accepted some arcade 1-ups for his silence. So let's listen.
And hopefully you guys can hear it.
You keep me from getting John Deere in arcade, so I just finally put my sock. Should have sent me one, John. I'd have ducked out.
Yeah.
I'd have ducked out.
Trammell or whatever.
I would have ducked right the fuck out. Oh God, if he lined my shit, I would have never covered this.
You want to talk about that?
I would be like, Nick, why don't you do it? I got a bunch of free arcades back here.
What is? I mean, you can't blame the guy. I mean, the guy is honest. Is the guy not honest?
So Rexer's covering this as if Tommy C is honest. Tommy C's being honest. I've watched Tommy C. See, Rexer, he admits he's not familiar with Tommy C. He's not familiar with what Tommy C does. He doesn't even know what shots from the point is. The SFTP in Tommy C's name in his YouTube channel. Now, I'm pretty confident in saying that I don't think Tommy C would trade his reputation on YouTube, trade his reputation within the commentary community for a couple of arcade one-up cabs, right? Like I said, I'm pretty sure Tommy C is going to make more money in the long run being someone with integrity, someone that people can trust, versus just accepting a couple of arcade cabs. Pretty sure. So I went to the comments, and of course, I'm always in the comments. I said, you don't understand jokes, do you? Tommy C is a comedic show where he says stuff for laughs. I'm pretty sure Tommy C just said that because it was funny, right? I say things sometimes just because they're funny, right? We don't necessarily mean it. And you can tell he was laughing and saying, oh, yeah, Nick was going to cover it. Nick DiOrio, who was on stream with him. He says, I think we all understand it's a funny show with humor yet seriousness. Yeah, it's a show with humor and seriousness, but the part that you highlighted was the humor part, not the serious part. I think Rexer maybe doesn't understand humor. What's up, Rabbit Dude? Tommy C and Tommy O are the same liars. No, they're not. They're completely different. I'm going to make my arcade one-up into an Amico cab when the Amico comes out. I'm going to mount the disc so I can spin it on the control panel. That would be pretty cool. Cool. Ludo says that Tommy C video was pretty good. Shame he doesn't talk more about Amico. Well, the Amico is pretty much dead. There's nothing to talk about now. And I don't think Tommy C was ever really interested in it. Potion says Rexer is being disingenuous. That's what I'm saying. And I was trying to be nice about it, right? I wasn't trying to just call him out and be like, you're a fucking disingenuous piece of shit. It's basically like, hey, I don't think you got the joke, right? That's how I was trying to be nice about it. Like, I don't think you got the joke. I took that more as he would accept the cabs and not cover them as the company's shit. Yeah, but I like I said, I've watched enough of Tommy C that I don't think he was serious in what he said. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, Tommy C covers a lot of really drama content. He covers a lot of juicy topics, and his reputation, that would pretty much put it in the gutter, right? If people knew that he accepted arcade one-ups to not cover a story, that would pretty much damage his reputation, right? He's not a nobody. He's not like a nobody on YouTube. And many people don't understand humor in this space. Part of the problem. Yeah, it is. Yeah. See, Genovi knows who he is. Tommy C was on one of the largest podcasts at one time. It was called Baited. Yeah. He's got a whole stream about where he talks about it. No, Tony, don't say the Amico is dead. Easy Market says people are selective on what they consider humor, right? This is true, but what you consider humor doesn't necessarily mean it is humor, and what you don't consider humor doesn't mean it wasn't, right? That's why I said, like, Rexer is not familiar. Rexer doesn't watch Tommy C regularly. He's not familiar with Tommy C or with the humor that's used on the show. So that's why I was like, maybe he just didn't get it, right? He didn't get the joke. Sometimes when I'm eating, I scalp an Amico shell out of the mashed. You sculpt an Amico shell? Sometimes I put my mashed potatoes in my Amico shell. Despite the drama, I still want to smash TV cab. Yeah, it's fair. And like I said, like I was saying Saturday, the average Joe consumer doesn't give a shit that UAG is a piece of shit. Average Jill and Joe Smith that go into Walmart or fucking Target or wherever the hell these arcade one-ups are, they're just going to be like, hey, this looks cool, I want to buy it. They're not going to be like, hey, excuse me, is this the arcade cabinet that one guy sold or gave away a free cab to some other dude's wife because he was trying to sleep with him? Is this the machine? Like, they're not going to give a shit. No one cares, right? This community is so niche. The only people that care about what happened are the people in the community. People outside the community, and I found this out with like arcade or with Amico and television, right? People outside the community don't care. They either want the product or they don't want the product, right? They don't care about all the drama and all the little petty bullshit that goes on. All right, take it easy, Mitty. Tommy's delivery and laugh wasn't a big enough cue. That was a joke. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shane says I'll delete my arcade, my troll account if Arcade One Up gives me cabs. I've DM'd with him. He's into retro cabs. Shane, me too. Genova, you don't got a troll account. I talked to Tommy C a couple times when he was covering a story on some things. Best Buy has them. I wouldn't even know. Like I said, I don't fucking buy them. I don't cover them. I don't even like them. So I don't even know where the fuck they're sold. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think Tommy C was serious. So then I said, then why did you act as if it was serious about being open to getting free one-ups in exchange for silence? And then Rexer says, because he was serious. It was jokingly serious. If you can't discern that, then oh well. What the fuck does jokingly serious mean? I don't... You can be joking and serious at the same time. I don't get this. Do you think that he was joking, but if it happened, he'd be serious about it? Again, no, I don't believe it. I'm in a niche group. I don't care about the product, don't want the product, but care about the drama. Oh yeah. There's always those people. I'm one of those. I don't care about the product, but I like the drama too. Sweet, he was on. Tony he had a beer. We good now? We good now. Yeah. Tony, it's my turn to pick a movie. Watching John Wick 4 with the wife. See you. All right. Take it easy, Justy. Did Rexer come on yet? I think he would want to clear his name. No, he hasn't. I don't know. Maybe he's busy at this time. He's not awake. Doesn't care. I'm irrelevant. I don't know. Jokingly serious was a good way to describe our attempt at Amico Forever. Well, yeah, that was... I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Finbar. Yeah. But there, it goes on. It says, you are not even familiar with Tommy C, yet you are confident in saying what he meant than someone who is a longtime fan of his. So then, again, we're talking about Tommy C, but Rexer wants to flip it to UAG. Says, I understand UAG, OTG, and many of these shills are your friends. They're not. My friend list on YouTube is very short. I can probably count the amount of people that are my friends on YouTube on my hands, right? We got Genovi. I count Potion Sword Run as a friend. Blinded Braille. Finbar, obviously. Hammock Man. That's it. That's. I think that's about it. Bianca is my friend. I would count. I'm cool with Nerdette. I wouldn't count her as a friend. There's a lot of people I'm cool with, right? But I wouldn't count them as friends. I don't talk to them on the regular. I'm not DMing with them. Saggy, I would count her as a friend. Tommy Yumiko is a friend, right? Retro Bro, I would consider a friend. We've had our differences, but he knows what I look like. We've talked. I think we're cool at the moment. Yeah. So, again, he in the DMs, he tried to tell me what my channel was about. Like, you're doing a disservice to your channel. This isn't what your channel... I'm like, dude, my channel is about whatever the fuck I want it to be about. And, again, I still don't understand, like, why is he telling me who my friends are? Right? It's really weird. Are we friends, Tony? I don't know. We're cool, but I don't know if we're friends. Goalpost has been moved. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Widow says, sorry I'm here late. It was bath time for my sweet little capuchin monkey. I just got into a fresh strawberry shortcake bonnet and dress. If anyone's curious, what? I don't even know what the hell this is. Why did I read this? You tricked me with that big comment, making me think that was important. Finbar says, I'm your best and only friend at this point. No. Best, yes. Not only. I have one friend. I win. I'm a winner. Look at mom. Look at me, mom. I did it. I have a friend. Yeah. You're my friend, 56K. Fuck him. I've been commenting in live chat for free. That's what I'm saying. Start paying money. Then we'll be friends. Where's our best pal Hammy? Is he with his poop recording friends again? I don't know. What's up, Beefy? Beefy's a friend. I would consider Beefy a friend. Tommy Tellerico wanted to be your friend, and you said I did say no. I did. He says, and I understand they convinced to do long streams bashing people like Brad for buying subs. I do long streams on my own, right? No one has to convince me to do long streams. I just like talking, and I like hearing my own voice. Not hearing my own voice. Let me rephrase that. I like talking, and I like you guys to hear my voice. I don't like to hear my own voice. And it made you look foolish because they were the ones buying thousands of subs and views. When did I ever look foolish? You know what? Better question. When did I ever not look foolish? Someone, let me know when I've not looked foolish, because I think I'm always looking kind of stupid here on YouTube. This whole thing is stupid. YouTube is stupid. So, the cult is actually friends with Tommy Tellerico for sure. For sure. Beefy Bites. I was there with Tony in his early days. Amico. Yeah. Droob. Droob is my friend. I would consider Droob a friend. You guys probably don't know who that is. But he was one of my first subscribers, and we talk in private. You look foolish right now. Thank you, Jay Cuts. I always look foolish. I need a proper Papa Brad doc. Sounds interesting, but it's not interesting. It isn't. It really isn't. Like I said, I think people have this weird thing. Like, if I do a live stream and the live stream's 3 hours and I talk like 20 minutes about something, then the whole live stream, then it becomes 3 hours of that 20-minute topic, and it's really not. If you've watched any live stream with me and multiple people on it, we get into weird tangents, and I'll tell you about like what I ate for dinner, or like fucking how I went to Dunkin' Donuts and they didn't have my food, and there's like a 20-minute discussion about like fucking that, and then there's like a fucking 40-minute argument about some meaningless thing about why this game is not a retro game, but it's fucking modern. It's like we have weird conversations when we get on streams. So usually it's like 3-4 hours, but it's not really 3-4 hours on a single topic. Some of my long-term fans can confirm. You didn't look foolish that one time. No, wait. I was thinking of someone else now. Yeah. It happens. Is DJ Slopes your friend? I wouldn't consider Dan a friend. Like I said, he's cool. Me and Dan are cool. But it's not like me and Dan are like, hey, what's up? How's your day going? Like Genovi, I'll be like, hey, well, how's your day going, Genovi? And he'll be like, hey, how you doing? You doing good? Me and Dan, it's more like a mutual respect. With DJ Slope, it's more like, hey, you know, we're both YouTubers, and we're both cool. Jenko, he's balling the Anchor Blue Ultra Wides. I had like one pair of Jenko jeans, and I hated them. So, yeah. Also, back in the days, not to get off on a tangent, but back in the day, I used to have British Knights. We used to call them bitch kickers, BKs. So, I was cool back in the day. It says, and you continue to protect them and won't show how they rigged this contest. Again, this is Rexer saying this yesterday when I did the stream on Saturday. Rexer was so insistent that I fucking cover UAG that he didn't even watch when I streamed about Arcade 1-Up, right? That's how fucked up that is. I understand your dilemma, but worrying about how serious Tommy was about a statement when everyone knows that there is relevance to that statement is a waste of time. You know why that, quote, joke was funny? Because it's true. Ha ha ha. That's why it's funny. No. It's funny because it's outlandish. It's funny because it's out of character for him. It's funny because it's something stupid that no one expected him to say. That's why it's funny. Then he says, laughing my ass off, UAG movie review video went from 1,500 views to 500 views. Ha ha ha, Lamau. Still buying subs and views. He's a shady person, zero cred. You got caught up with the wrong group there. Council fanboy, OTG, UAG. Are you confused? And this is me. Are you confused? I'm not in any UAG, OTG, Council fanboy group. I got my own crew. It's the Kermit crew. Tony used to wear skin-tight Wranglers and no. I used to wear, and I still wear, Dickies and T-shirts. Sometimes flannels, sometimes with the one button. Sometimes I go like I'm fucking California Chicano. I mean, ask Retro Bro. Retro Bro will confirm. So, you know. I also got assless chaps, yeah. But that's for the bedroom potion. You're not supposed to tell anybody. Why are you telling secrets? There was one time you asked me to wear them. Jesus. Then he says, that's not what people believe. I don't give a shit what people believe. And I'm pretty sure I left a comment that either Rexer deleted or it's held up in Rexer's spam folder. He says, that's not what you believe. Everyone knows Console Fanboy and OTG and UAG persuaded you to do the, quote, hate Brad vids. What vids? I showed you. I made one fucking video on Papa Brad. And that was him plagiarizing because that was interesting to me. You may have your own crew, but for that period of time, they ran your channel. Nobody fucking runs my channel but me. Ask Finbar. I am a very stubborn person when it comes to making decisions and what I'm going to do with the channel. And come hell or high water, I will do what I want. I will push ahead. Even when the rest of the guys are like, no, that's stupid. Don't do that, Tony. Why are you doing it? I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know? Damn, Wisp. I didn't see the notification about this video until 15 minutes ago. Tony, are you in I'm not. I'm in Chicago. I just dress like I'm from California. That's the weird thing. Why are you doxing his ass cheeks? That's what I'm saying. Tommy Yu Miko is my best friend. He and I are gay and possibly autistic for each other. Shouldn't you say you're both autistic and possibly gay for each other? I don't know how you can be possibly autistic for each other. That's weird. It's weird. Annoyingly stubborn. Exactly. I am. Everyone says so. Ask my dad. He'll tell you. My dad called me stubborn the other day. He's like, fucking hard-headed. Fucking. I'm like, I know. It's just the way I am. By the way, I saw that stream, Sweet and Tender, that you did the other day on Genovi's video. It's pretty good stream. Kind of upset that I couldn't jump on. Kind of upset. So then Darius popped in for some reason. Darius popped in, says, just read briefly, I can vouch for Geek Getaway, which is weird that Darius is vouching for me. He does not have anything to do with those people. He never had any of them in a chat, let alone on his live streams. Well, he's wrong, because we did have Council Fanboy on once. He says, but Tony is obsessed with his own race and will take the side of any Latino under any circumstance. That is not true. It's 100%. I think I've called out many a Latino. Many. Rexer replied, well, I can say that the only way he can as turned on to Papa Brad buying subs and did a 3-hour video on it was from OTG, UAG, and Council Fanboy. Those three persuaded him to do it through alts or friends or themselves. So now the goalpost has moved again. Well, maybe it wasn't them, but maybe it was their alt accounts or friends. They had friends convince me, right? Somebody did. Had to be. Like, oh, he's 100% convinced. There's no way that I could have made a video about Papa Brad or did a live stream about Papa Brad on my own, right? You know, it couldn't have been because when I went and started talking about Arcade 1-Up, Papa Brad and them were fucking saying shit about me, or it couldn't have been because, you know, Rainwater made that video talking about me being the YouTube police and all them people getting upset with me, right? It couldn't have been any of that. It couldn't have been me looking into the Arcade 1-Up community and seeing what was going on. No. It's weird. They're still trying to figure things out, Tony. I encourage both Sweet and Tommy to explore their autism. Hashtag pro autism. Yeah, I agree. Dickies, Vans, and white tees all days. I'll go with the Dickies and white tee, but not Vans. I wear, almost exclusively, I wear Chuck Taylor's All-Stars. Almost exclusively. The only time that I won't wear Chuck Taylor's is during the winter, because they suck in the snow, or if it's raining because they'll absorb the fucking water. Then I'll wear boots. But other than that, it's Chuck Taylor's all day. All day. UAG's Latino and Tony just called him a piece of shit. Yeah, exactly. I've called lots of people pieces of shit that were Latino. Like, I don't play that. I don't understand. Like, there's this weird narrative that I'm like a fucking SJW, like liberal weirdo that fucking, and I'm not. I'm like conservative, and I hate Latinx. I hate affirmative action. I hate fucking all this sensitivity, and you know, they manipulated you in a way that served their agenda, or perhaps I just decided to do a video because I was interested in the topic and I needed something to do a video on. Converse, that's right. Converse All-Stars all day, baby. Nah, it's because you out Rexer on a pedestal for absolutely nothing. Old man yells at clouds. He does. He really does. Tony, we dress similarly. I have Dickie shorts on right now and a flannel often. I have one pair of Dickie shorts. They're Amico blue, if you can believe it. Did you ever rock Cortez? No. Unfortunately, no. Like I said, just All-Stars all day. All day, every day. Yeah, I hate Latinx, man. It's the stupidest thing. The Latino discount is an affirmative action. It's not. It really isn't. It's the Latino discount. And again, longtime fans of my show might have heard this story, so I apologize for repeating myself. But when I was in college, they had in the college I went to, they had a cafeteria, and the cafeteria was run by an outside company. Okay, there was a pretty, like 30-year-old Latina working there, right? And she was working the register, and I don't know why, but I got my food, and I get the same thing every day because, you know, being autistic, I don't like change, so I got the same thing every day, right? So I would get 2 eggs, 2 sausage, 2 bacon, 2 toast, hash browns, and a drink. Okay, and it was like 15 something, right? And I went there, and I put my food down, and she ringed it up, you know, 15 whatever, and I looked, and I don't know why, but something in my brain said, why don't you ask for a Latino discount? So I said, hey, what about the Latino discount? Right? And she looked at me and she smiled and she said, $5. And she charged me $5 for my meal. And then every day after that I would go there, she would work, because she worked the register, I would get my food for $5 Latino discount. And days that she didn't work the register, she would see me and specifically go over to the register in order to charge me $5. Okay? And that's where it started. And after I told the story, for whatever reason, I thought it was funny that when I went out to eat, I was like, hashtag Latino discount. And I would put, oh man, I got this food for $5, Latino discount. And some people believed it. And it was funny. It was funny that people started believing that. No. I have not gotten a Latino discount in years. it's been, I'm 42 now, so it's been like 22 years since I got a Latino discount, right? I don't even ask. I'm not going to go to the store and ask for a Latino discount. I pay full price. I got money. It was just a joke that people just don't understand. I just thought it was funny, man. There are plenty of Latino shitheads. Half my cousins, so that's like 25 right there. Yeah, exactly. I meant they manipulated Console Fanboy. And, oh, okay. Console Fanboy says, $10 super chat. Papa Brad's Gaming says he is, quote, all about gaming. He says he, quote, doesn't want drama. You should see his community wall. It's all drama. His entire channel is a joke. And now it's classless. Look at his wall. I don't want to look at his wall. So... But that's the thing, right? Thank you for the $10 super chat, Console Fanboy. I really don't care about Papa Brad's Gaming, and that's a whole thing. You guys want to fight, and if it ever crosses into like I said, plagiarism. I take plagiarism serious because again, I write reviews. I got a website. I've done gaming journalism. It's something I care about. That's a thing that's like, oh, you know what? I'm going to call that out because that's serious. People need to see that, right? People need to be aware. You can't just copy what it says in Wikipedia and repeat it and think that's not plagiarism, because it is. It's 100% plagiarism. What the fuck, Amico Blue? Mine are lame. Ass Navy, yeah. I also don't know any Latino who identifies as Latinx. It's weird. It's weird. And that's how Max was born. No. Max is half white. I have to pay more because I'm Latino. What, isn't that racist? It is. She probably thought you'd rob her if you didn't give her a discount. So I'm effect. We're terrorizing this poor girl. She was a woman. I was 18-year-old sexy Latino, and she. There is no smoke alarm. I don't hear anything. The only thing going is my fan. Tony, you could have gotten some lunch lady nookie. You're making the assumption that I didn't. Bold of you to assume, J Cuts. Bold of you to assume. Boldly. Sweet and tender, I'm sorry I broke your heart. Sorry. That's 2 meals, Tony? It is. It really is. It wasn't a $5 discount. It was $5 for the meal. Papa Brad's wall has Console Fanboy all over his... Damn. Luke says I identify as Latino so I can get the $5 Latino discount. You could. It's really all about confidence and just going there and looking them. See if it works. It might work for you. Rexers went on to say, trust me, the WRP was responsible for leading him to that story. All somebody has, Rondo, is ask him who told him this tiny channel bought subs and how he would have known. Lol, the trail only leads to one place. The 3 people who never stop bashing Brad. OTG, UAG, and Console Fanboy. I'd love for OTG to tell the truth on everything he knows and what transpired. Darius says OTG's a coward. He's the fakest of the fake. Not going to happen. So that was that. Like I said, nobody pushes me to do anything. No one controls my channel. I do what I want. I make videos on what I want. I talk about what I want, what interests me. When I jumped into the Arcade 1-Up community, I looked at other people's videos. I looked at people who were upset about me covering it. And then that's when I noticed that Papa Brad was plagiarizing. And that's why I covered that. And I think we also noticed that he had weird views. And so that's why we covered that. Rexer is a good man. He just gets passionate, but he's a sincere guy. Well, passion can lead to you doing stupid things and saying stupid stuff, putting your foot in your mouth. He was very upset, like with the Glenn's retro show stick thing. I had to track down the goddamn Chinese, what the hell is that, patent. I had to track down the Chinese patent on the stick that Glenn was fucking selling to find out what the hell is going on, right? Like, and again, I had to get to the bottom of that, right? Everybody's covering it, everybody's talking, no one's looking into anything. I had to do that. Waste my time. I'm going to the store with my Eddie Guerrero impression. Wish me luck. Good luck, Jay Cuts. Good luck. Americans call them green cards. Papeles. You got the papeles? Guess I missed the strip. You did top loaded. Sorry. Go back. It was an hour and a half of me just talking shit. Yeah, but now I know what you look like, Tony. It's easy to assume you're a petty criminal. You got that crazy look about you. You know what? You would think so. You would think so. But so many people approach me. I hate it that it's like random people like start talking to me or ask me questions or like want to have conversations with me. I'm like, dude, do I look like the kind of person that wants to have a conversation? It's frustrating. It's like I'm fucking 6'2", 235 pounds. I got a mean look on my face, and people want to talk to me, be friendly. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing ever. All right. So yeah, so that's it. Don't be that guy. In conclusion, right? Don't harass people to cover things, right? If you want to suggest someone to cover something, that's fine. That's fine, right? You can say, hey, you know what? Maybe you should cover this. Say, hey, you might be interested in this topic. That's fine to do. But oh my God, I do not need 100 fucking DMs. It's not that many, but I'm exaggerating. But I don't need a bunch of DMs telling me to cover something, right? If I didn't cover it the first time, there's no reason that I'm going to cover it the second time or third time or fourth time. If you do not have evidence, I am not going to cover something. Right? Don't make assumptions. Don't tell people what their channel's about. Don't tell people what they stand for or who their friends are. It's very bold of you to do that shit. So don't be that guy, right? Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Rexer, you got a thing going. You got a good thing going. Do your thing. Stay where you're at. And don't worry about me, right? I'm irrelevant. Like you said, I'm irrelevant. So don't worry about what I cover or who I'm going to cover or why I cover the things I cover. Because that's what I do. And I don't worry about what you cover. I don't tell you what to fucking cover. And I don't criticize you for covering things or not covering things, because that's not my fucking business. My channel's my channel, your channel's your channel. Let's keep it that way, right? Probably why Rhea ran thinking Tony was gonna mug her. Maybe that's what it was. So there you go. That's what I'm saying here. I think that's what the stream ultimately was about. Stop bugging me, Rexer, right? Stop DMing me about people. Stop fucking... I don't care, right? That's ultimate. And here comes the fucking train. So that's great. Sounds like your boys with UAG and overthink to me. Yeah, I'm fucking boys with them. It's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. This whole thing. You got to get Rexer on again. He's pure gold when he gets into a rant. I don't think he's coming. We've been here an hour and a half. He knows the stream is on. He's not getting on. There it is. I'm not boys with UAG. I covered UAG. I suggest, again, you go back to Saturday's live stream where I covered that. I am very open to covering topics, but if a topic does not interest me, I'm not going to cover it. If there's no evidence of something, I can't cover it in good conscience, right? I've talked about it before. There's plenty of people who have dropped stories in my lap that I just can't cover. I can't cover because there's no evidence. There's no proof. I am not going to make videos accusing people of doing things without any proof. Top Loaded said, that's always rubbed me as super attention whore. Had someone do that multiple times, will remain unnamed to not start shit. But your thirst for a story you covered and be shared shows thirst. It does. And here's the fucked up part, right? So he messaged me about UAG, right? Buying the subs. And I said, well, there you go. You have proof. Make a video, right? Make a video. And he goes, well, I don't do that. That's not what I do. I don't make those kind of videos. What the fuck? You want me to make those kind of videos? You want me to go out, stick my neck out to make a video on UAG buying subs, but you're not going to do that? You're so insistent that he's buying subs. You're so insistent that it's an important story that needs to be covered, but you're not going to cover it? Why is that? Why is that? It's kind of funny. Right? He even texted me. This is from February. He says, maybe people should be doing the, quote, hypocrisy of Tony TGG and show how you did a video on Pop-Up buying subs, but won't do a video on OTG and UAG buying thousands of subs and tricking Manscaped and sponsoring them. You're losing sight of what your channel is about. He's telling me that I'm losing sight of what my channel is about. My channel, the channel I control, the channel that I make decisions on. And I told him, I said, tell me what my channel is about. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what my channel is about. He says, I thought it was about truth, important things, exposing issues in the community, and no bias and such. But apparently it only applies to certain people, certain channels. Again, that's not what my channel is about. This channel is about me sharing my passion of gaming and other topics. Right? I like gaming. I like movies. I like anime. I like comic books. That's what my channel is about, right? Right now, we're mostly focused on gaming because the other stuff was taking up too much of my time. But no. What my channel is about. Tony, can you in good confidence cover Miko? Is there evidence? Yes, I can, because I've DM'd people, I've talked to people, I've emailed people, I have receipts from people about things. Rex knows Tony is a real journalist. Well, thank you. Thank you for this. Mullis is heated. He is very upset. I thought this was purely an Amico channel. Damn. No, it's not. And I've said it before, right? The only reason I've covered Amico was because Tommy Tellerico pissed me off. And was like, challenged me, basically. It was like, you're not going to do anything. You're nobody. You don't know shit. And I was like, okay, let's find out. Tommy fucked around, and he found out, right? The more you fuck around, the more you found out. And he fucked around a lot, and he found out a lot. And now Rexer has fucked around a little, and he's found out a little. Right? So, I think that's it. I think we're done here. Like I said, Rexer, for all his yelling and all of his whining and all of his making videos and banging the drum, none of it mattered, right? None of it mattered. He's got fans. He's got people who super chat him and pat him on the back, and he gets his little ass pats. But at the end of the day, he needs me to cover these topics because people listen when I talk. People care when I talk because I am objective, because I am down the middle. I am unbiased. And that's the problem. And that's why he's so upset that I didn't cover the things that he wanted me to cover. But oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles, right? One Inch says, I know a lot about people I never heard of before tonight. Well, that's good. I was very upset. One Inch. I was going to hop on stream with you guys last night. You guys had the link. I was going to hop on. But fucking there was so many fireworks that I couldn't do it. I was like, damn it. My one chance to hop on and talk to Jack and OIB. And what's going on with the Amico anyway? It's not happening. And maybe eventually someday it's going to be a app on your phone. Maybe. Damn those fireworks. Yeah, dude. Watch the video. I put up a short showing some of the fireworks, but they were just like, they go all out. Because we have cops. Like right across the train tracks is a bunch of cops. So they confiscate, all the fireworks. And then they just blow them up. Like all night long. Like literally, I think until about like 3 a.m, just a constant barrage of fucking fireworks. Tony is like Barbara Walters. Oops, I meant Tony looks like Barbara Walters. I do kind of got that Barbara Walters look. Anyway, again, I keep getting distracted, but it's time for me to go. There's nothing left to cover. I think I've covered it all. I've given plenty of opportunity for UAG or Rexer to come on and defend their honor, give their take. I did reach out to Arcade 1-Up about the situation. I got no reply. Not surprised, but hey, it is what it is, right? I got to try. All I know is I am questioning every drawing possible and cringe at the idea of getting a wannabe sexy phone call that was all rigged to get in my pants. Yeah. That was a Snapchat. You might get a sexy Snapchat from UAG. That's the real prize. That's the real prize. All right, guys. Not what I wanted to do today. I had a lot of games I need to play. I just got the Ray Z arcade collection. Anyway, until next time, as always, love, peace, booty grease. I'm out this bitch.